Concrete cancer, the scourge of large-scale construction throughout the world. Radcon Formula No. 7 offers a proven radical alternative which not only delivers lifetime waterproofing but by default eliminates concrete cancer from the treated concrete. This unique biochemical process, pioneered by Nobel Prize nominee Dr. A.W. Smith in 1975 and exclusive to Radcrete Pacific, offers an effective safeguard against concrete cancer. Whilst conventional membranes and sealants degrade over time, Radcon Formula No. 7 has the ability to reactivate, self-healing any future cracks which may occur through its unique calcium silicate hydrate gel reaction. Once applied, Radcon Formula No. 7 forms a continuous subsurface membrane in the matrix and cracks of the concrete, setting as hard as granite, creating a permanent vapor-permeable protective barrier against corrosion, preventing the ingress of water, salts and airborne pollutants from reaching the reinforcement. Here we view a showpiece of modern engineering and design. Thailand's mighty Rama VIII Bridge nearing completion in the capital of Bangkok, a tribute to the King of Thailand's brother, King Rama VIII. This elegant cable-stay bridge has a main span of 984 feet and was designed by Buckland and Taylor of Vancouver, a subsidiary of the Cowie Group of Engineers in Copenhagen. Building the single cantilever bridge was a joint venture between PPD Construction Company of Thailand and China State Engineering Corporation. Radcon Formula 7 has been specified to waterproof and protect this landmark structure against bridge deck corrosion. Rod Soderberg is an Australian civil engineer who oversaw the construction of many of Bangkok's skyscrapers for some of Australia's largest building firms before becoming Radcrete's exclusive representative in Thailand in 1992. Here, Rod gives an on-site explanation as to the process for a successful Radcon Formula No. 7 application.
The Rama VIII Bridge, Sapan Param Pad, is the way they call it in Thai. It's crossing the Japaya River and it's within about 3 kilometres of the centre of the city of Bangkok in Thailand. Looking back here, you can see preparation for the application of Radcon to the surface of the bridge deck, about 60% of which is already treated with Radcon. We're in the process of completing the work in a very short time. You'll see labourers chipping off the loose latents of the concrete. The surface preparation is very important for Radcon. You don't want any loose patches on the surface because Radcon wants to penetrate the structure. If in the future you've treated the Radcon onto patches of concrete that spall and come away, you haven't done a proper job. So basically a large amount of preparation in surface preparation, cleaning and clearing is involved, and the actual Radcon application is very simple and straightforward. And we'll go and have a look at what they're doing up on the top of the bridge deck to actually prepare it for the Radcon spraying. So what we see back here is the clearing process just prior to the Radcon application. Further up here we can see a nice clean bridge deck. One side of it's already been treated with Radcon and watered. We have people up here applying the Radcon. Following along behind them is a very light water spraying when the Radcon dries. We're using a machine to actually treat the Radcon onto the surface. A little Honda water pump. Nothing very complex, but does a good job.
Radcon Formula No. 7's genius lies in its simplicity. Achieving an application rate of up to 800 square metres per hour, it's a user-friendly spray-on application, cured with water and ready for both on-site traffic and equipment storage in less than 6 hours. To achieve lifetime waterproofing utilising Radcon Formula No. 7, it's critical that the applied product be watered soon after it has become touch dry. Depending on temperatures and conditions, this is usually about 2 to 6 hours after Radcon Formula No. 7 spraying. Our standard specifications then calls for a further generous watering on day 2 and day 3.
So what we see here is a light application of water following the application of the Radcon. This is the first application of water.
With workers wielding watering cans under Rod's watchful eye, the application of Radcon Formula No. 7 was completed to Radcrete's exacting standards due to the meticulous preparation of the deck undertaken by the application team.
So as we see here, the Radcon application is very simple and straightforward. The most important point is having a nice clean surface, free of latents, any unbonded material, no dust, no dirt. Once that's performed, application of Radcon is very, very simple, very straightforward and very fast.
With no loss of slip resistance to leather or rubber, the Radcon barrier is unable to suffer from mechanical damage, increasing the hardness of concrete from 6 to 8 on the Mohs scale, the equivalent of granite. On top of strength, add durability and flexibility to its list of outstanding qualities. The unique subsurface barrier created by the Radcon Formula No. 7 penetrates to a depth of 20 mm in highway-grade concrete, maintaining a watertight seal whilst accommodating high thermal stresses experienced within the deck.
This is very dense concrete, it's 50 MPa, so we're getting quite slow penetration of Radcon, and that means we need quite a lot of water just to get the penetration. Tomorrow, any water applied will be applied basically for the curing of the Radcon, final penetration of the last traces, but mainly to bring out the calcium in the concrete, allow it to react with the Radcon, sealing any of the small cracks that are formed in this.
It can waterproof existing cracks up to 1.3 mm in width and will withstand expansion cycles of up to 0.4 mm in structurally stable cracks. Even technologically advanced countries are not immune to major cracking in bridge decks where snow, de-icing salts and acid rain attack steel reinforcements. Transport authorities in the West have been known to resort to pouring silanes, linseed oil and even methyl methacrylates into cracks in the remote hope it will retard corrosion. This is akin to painting these materials onto a rusty ship, hoping to keep it afloat. These types of problems almost exclusively occur in cast in situ bridges and should never affect post-tension structures given that they are held in compression. The failures found in cast in situ structures are almost always the result of incorrect specifications of blended concretes. Engineers may be interested to know that the only ash permitted in this structure was Type C to 20% cement replacement and limited to the infills between the precast panels only.
We have a pour strip that's approximately 35 centimetre wide. That is poured after installation of the precast panel, which is a 9 metre wide precast panel. The pour strip is tied in there. The whole bridge deck is in compression, both due to the supporting strands, post-tension strands that are actually supporting the deck. We also have post-tension strands actually inside the bridge deck itself, putting the whole system into compression.
It's essential to waterproof bridge decks to achieve a long, hopefully low maintenance service life to ensure safety for its many users and peace of mind for authorities. While there are many concrete sealers available, they are just that, sealers. Unlike traditional sealers, Radcon Formula No. 7 is recognised and independently certified as meeting membrane specifications to prevent water and salt ingress into both the matrix and cracks of the concrete. Many conventional bridge deck waterproofing methods can create more problems than they can solve. Membranes can keep moisture out but also trap moisture in, with devastating results, ultimately at the expense of the surfacing, where the best of intentions produces the worst possible outcome, membrane pinholes and blowouts, leading to delamination of the entire system and asphalt potholing.
We don't expect to have any large cracks forming here. The Radcon is sealing the smaller cracks, sealing the surface of the bridge deck, allowing 100% bond of the bitumen surface, unlike more conventional systems of coatings, membrane coatings perhaps, which are, apart from being slower to apply, are a high risk if there are any problems. Any debonding of a more conventional system takes the bitumen with it, so you end up with potholes.
When we say expense, remedial work to repair or replace a physical membrane can add up to more than the original cost of installation itself. This is both a potential source of embarrassment to local authorities and a major interference in the operation of traffic. What sets Radcon Formula No. 7 apart is that it not only forms a subsurface membrane inside the concrete matrix, but also the cracks, giving the specifier builder the best of both worlds: concrete waterproofing and protection, a truly unique process in the world of waterproofing. Radcon Formula No. 7 forms a continuous and permanent barrier not on the surface of the concrete but in the surface, so it doesn't detract from any of the inherent bonding capabilities between the concrete surface and asphalt. In 1984, the United States Federal Highway Department reviewed 110 different surface treatments. In the asphalt bond tests, Radcon Formula No. 7 caused no loss in adhesion when compared to untreated concrete, confirming what Radcrete has known all along. Radcon Formula No. 7 is the lifetime smart alternative.
With the Radcon, wash off the surface prior to application of the bitumen, and you will get 100% bond of the bitumen, no chance of potholing, and virtually a waterproof surface that will last the life of the bridge deck. If the bridge lasts 200 years, the waterproofing will last 200 years also. It's a chemical reaction with the concrete.
Whether your design bias is towards cast in situ construction or precast cable stay approach, we can alleviate future spalling with the added time and cost savings achieved through the reduction in maintenance costs that Radcon Formula 7 can provide. By delivering world's best engineering combined with world's best waterproofing carefully applied, we've produced a world's best result overall. Bridge decks all over the world are testament to Radcon Formula 7's remarkable properties, withstanding the test of time, traffic and the elements to deliver lifelong protection to vital public works. Radcon Formula No. 7, waterproofing the bridges of the world.